friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing a new video and a new layout for Scrapbook Your Joy. I'm guest designing for them this month. And the collection that I'm using again is Paige Evans and Pink Paisley's Bloom Street. Now this collection, like I've mentioned before, is so very pretty, so very spring-like, very light and airy, and I really do adore it. I'm taking this diagonal rainbow sheet, which I'm going to use for my background, and I'm just going to do a bit of watercolor on it. I'm just using a cheapy old Recollections watercolor set, and I'm going to create kind of like a kind of ombre kind of look. Not really, but I'm also using that cut file from Lacey Ann Designs, and it reads ice cream for ice cream. So I'm just using it as a guide on how wide I need to go as far as my watercolor goes. So I just concocted this lighter pink wash for the background, and now I'm going in with a bit of a darker hue. So it's very simple, very easy, just adding some definition and some low lights to it. And that's where I mucked up there because I used a already used paper towel that had some navy on it, and so it made my background paper there a little blue, but that's okay because you're not going to be able to tell later because my photo will be there and it'll be covered up. Now I'm just going through and I'm adding the rest of the color. I'm not too concerned with the background there because most of it will be covered up by the cut file. So this right here is pretty mindless work. I don't really have a reason or like way of doing things. I just kind of put things on paper and cross my fingers that it works out. I hope and I pray that things look okay. And you know, there have been times that I create a background and I really don't like it after it dries, or I'm not liking the way it's coming out, and I just kind of abort the mission and start over. Now this for me was a little dark, but I knew that after adding the white cut file and my photos and backing and all the other papers, I knew that it was going to work out, so I just kept on trucking away. And this group of photos here that I'm using was taken a couple weeks ago of my oldest daughter, and it was my birthday at the beginning of March, and I said, hey, do you want to come pick up Mom's cake with me? She's like, yeah, of course. And so when we got to the ice cream store, because that's what I wanted this year was an ice cream cake, she's like, we're getting a cake made out of ice cream? And I'm like, yeah, we are. And she's like, that's awesome. Can I also have an ice cream cone? I was like, yeah, you had an awesome week this week at school, so yes, you definitely can. So I just took the cut file there. I just cut it out of white cardstock. I'm currently using the smooth cardstock from Colorbok. Not sure how to say that. Is it Colorbok? If anyone knows, let me know. I could be saying it wrong. I most likely am. And then I deconstructed the cut file, and I used just the inner portion of the letters, and I cut it again out of the paper from the collection. This is a very colorful, like mosaic kind of looking sheet. And so I thought it was perfect for that because it's not too dark and overbearing, but really adds a lot of color and distinction as well. And I'm just adhering everything with my fine line bottle. Nothing too overly complicated or, you know. Now I'm going to go through the paper pack, and I'm going to pick out some papers to map my photos with. And there's this lovely watercolor, like yellow into peach, kind of pink orangey color. It's just lovely, and that's what I choose. I think that that's going to really make my photos pop, because right now that background, there's a lot of blue because the walls in actually it was Baskin Robbins were blue, so there's a lot of blue in the photo, and I love the way that the photos pop, but you also need something to ground a lot of that color. So I'm going with the same sheet of paper that I used to back the cut file, as well as that beautiful watercolored yellow / orange sheet, but I take mostly the yellow. Now I'm just going to go through the ephemera package. The ephemera package has a lot of journaling spots, which I love to back and mat my photo with. Photos with. I use a lot of them for, you know, just matting and layering pieces. I don't do a lot of journaling, like most of you know, on my layouts. And so this is a good opportunity for me to use them and make good use of them, as, you know, at that. I really love the florals in this collection too. They're so happy looking. That yellow circle too is one of my faves as well. You know, as awful as yellow looks on me, it really washes me out. I really do love the color yellow. It's really such a happy color. And growing up, I never liked the color yellow. And now as an adult, I find that I really like it. It's a really good color. It's a really happy color. It's funny how our tastes change when we're older. A lot of the things we despised as children, or even, you know, young adults, we're finding that we just absolutely adore as adults. I know that a lot of you can sympathize with me and totally understand what I'm talking about. So here I am just adding some pieces of ephemera, which also includes the journaling spots, as well as some of the embellishments, which are the floral pieces in the collection. So I use both packages. And if you're looking for this collection, I suggest you head right now to Scrapbook Your Joy. I will leave the links in the description box below, where you can find the shop, the Facebook page, and all, you know, any links or social media to the shop or regarding the shop. Wow, I can't talk. But yeah, Sandra's lovely. She's very quick when she ships things out. You know, I'm always amazed at how quickly things get to me. And so, you know, it's also local. It's a Canadian company. So if you're in Canada, you can shop in Canadian dollars and you'll get it very quickly within Canada. Here I am just adding and fussing a bit more with the florals. I really love the foliage in this collection. I love that there's, you know, extra pieces. It's not just flowers or flower clusters. There's also different types of greenery and berries and foliage, which makes me happy. Now I'm just taking some metallic silver thread, and silver is the accent color in this collection, and so it's a thread that I thought that I should use. Although you could have used gold as well, and it doesn't really matter. I'm sure it would still look fabulous. But the silver, I don't get to use it all that often, so I jumped at the chance to use it. Just made a little nest around my fingers, and then just adhered it behind my photo. Just using a little hot glue behind my photo to stick everything down. No one can see anything, and that thread's not going anywhere. This is the 6x12 stickers, and from it I take those tiny words or phrases in the back. There are two types. There's like a colorful rainbow type, and then there's also like a white with a silver text, so that's what I'm using. And I'm just using my fine line bottle that's filled with some Scotch Quick Dry. I'm just going to take some, what am I taking? The Tim Holtz Distress Spray Stain in Brushed Pewter. And that finishes off my layout. I hope you guys enjoyed my layout. I hope you guys will consider subscribing. To all my new subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing. To my new ones, to my old subscribers, thank you for sticking around. I know I took a little bit of a break, but I'm coming back with more videos, and I appreciate your love and your loyalty and all your comments and likes. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to visit Scrapbook Your Joy, and I'll leave the links again in the description box below. Thank you guys so much, and have an awesome week. Take care. Bye.